shit. Cut.
The biggest test in boxing is if you're afraid to get hit, and I was not afraid to get hit. I just knew that it was my passion.
This is your passion,
Yeah.
huh? It's just a
Like,
feeling.
it was right away.
Yeah, I felt that way about skateboarding. When you love something so much, I find you're willing to take a little more pain for it than normal. So far, she's being gentle with me. You know, unfortunately, knee injuries are pretty common. I'm just coming over one myself. I tore my ACL, my meniscus. I was jumping down these stairs and I just felt the bone go pop, pop, like that. I just bounced out and came back. So I had surgery, and the surgery recovery was a year. I learned a lot about myself doing it. I learned a lot about what I was willing to push myself through. My goal is to get back to at least to the level I was, if not better, prior to the injury. Some people would consider me kind of old, but I want to kind of prove that, like, hey, I can still do it.
Give me 4.
So I don't really like box. I'm just a real fan of the sport, and I just love watching it, and I can relate to boxers' personal dedication.
6.
Yeah. What triggered your interest in boxing?
Well, my dad used to tell me stories about my uncles, and I wanted to continue the legacy.
Nobody skated in my family or anything. I had just discovered it from kids at school who did it, and I thought it looked really cool how they could flip the skateboard, and I had to know how do you do that? I fell really in love with it.
Boxing has a lot of Latino champions, and a lot of Latinos that made history.
When I started skating, I remember my cousins always telling me, why are you doing that white boy sport? Like, always, and I would get so mad.
Do you feel like you opened the door for other Latino skaters?
I'm definitely not the only one, but I'm definitely really proud to be part of that movement. When I was 12, I wasn't thinking that way. I just knew that there wasn't a lot of us skating. But it's really cool now as an adult to look back and see that that was a nice byproduct of it, you know. If this thing wasn't here, yeah, that would be a definite knockout by a body shot for sure.